Jesus, Ben and I went hunting up in North Texas, and our first stalk on a downwind sounder ended up with us getting busted there in the high hayfield. A little bit later, we came across this coyote, Carbine. Finally gotten him to stop with some lip squeaking. Ben and I are both using Trichicon IR Hunter Mark III scopes. Mine's a 4.5 model, and his is a 2.5 model. I'm shooting 6.5 Grindle, and he's shooting a 308.
Can you hit him?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
2 shots and 2 hits. And the coyote goes down. She turned out to be a female coyote, but she wasn't the quarry that we were after. We were actually going after a hog way off in the other field. Now we're going to have to make a long stalk down and around to the right to come around to it from downwind, which is a plan we were working at this point. Now Ben has changed rifles to a Lone Star Armory TX15 MPCE. That's also shooting 6.5 Grindle. He's also testing out a new scope, which will remain unnamed at this time. And while we were successful in making our downwind approach, it became a bit of a foot race as the hog was headed towards some cattle. So here we've gotten into position very quickly and are getting set up and are going to have to shoot.
We gotta shoot now. 3, 2, 1. Hit him again.
Ben doesn't have a shot, so I finish him off. He turned out to be an impressively large boar with a good set of cutters, coming in at 260 pounds. That we determined with the heart girth method. And being as large as he was, it appeared that Ben's bullet did not exit, so we went ahead and dug around for it. And the Controlled Chaos 110 grain bullet broke into several pieces, all the petals coming off, the core penetrating to just underneath the skin at about 16 inches, and the recovered petals found at various locations within the wound channel. As we were picking up our gear, Ben spotted this hog coming out of the woods downwind of us, so we circled around, coming in crosswind from him. As he was headed our way and there was a bright moon out, we decided just to stay in place and wait for him to come our direction. Alright, here we go.
3, 2, 1.
And down he goes.
Nice. Safe.
Brass Catcher by Tactical Brass Recovery.
He turned out to be a 160-pound boar, with part of my bullet exiting out right here. The metal detector revealed that another part of the bullet was underneath, and sure enough, there's the rest of the bullet that did not exit. Came in at just under 43 grains, probably the largest spear TNT bullet fragment that I've recovered. And here's Ben spotted another hog way off in the love grass.
Alright, we're at hog number 2. That tiny shady spot that's barely visible, I think, is another pig moving in.
Indeed, it was another pig moving in. And here we're making our approach. That's me taking a look at the moon. The moon is very bright. We've got cattle off to the left, and we don't want him to get too far to the left.
Ready? 3, 2.
Usually we shoot after one, but Ben decided to change it up this time. This was another toad of a boar coming in at just over 260 pounds, and he was actually killed within 40 yards of the first boar we killed. Here Ben is taking the heart girth measurement. And we forgot to get our trophy picture before cutting him apart, looking at the ballistic damage. Tired, we finally make it back to the truck, and I look down the hill on the other side, and it's a field full of hogs. One out in the distance right there, and the rest of the field is empty. We're going to come in from this direction, circling around so that we'll be downwind of the hogs. The hogs are going to be moving away. They're actually going to move a couple hundred yards, and those cattle are actually going to be off to our left when the shooting starts. Now we've stopped at about 65 yards from the closest hog and are just starting to get set up when one of the hogs literally spots us. We're downwind of these hogs. They're not hearing us, but they can see us. And the recorder comes on,
They're running.
and they're running. I drop her with the first shot. hit that hog. And Ben's not shooting because he was still scanning just as I was starting to set up. And so he wasn't in position to be even firing, so he's just watching the action as it unfolds. This one last small hog comes out. That is a previously wounded hog that I'm going to drop right here. Well, only 3 hogs were hit, 2 were recovered. The largest hog recovered was 145 pounds, and this was the largest hog in the group. And the second hog recovered was the last hog shot, coming in at 85 pounds. So overall, a pretty good night with 3 boars, 2 sows, and 1 coyote recovered. Carpe sus, my friends.